Hi guys. So this is sort of like an update video about what's been going on with my diet, how I've been progressing since a lot of the tweaks that I said I was going to be doing. Um, so I want to first go over that again, just to sort of remind anybody who was watching how this all started. So I started making these videos basically because I was at a stall for a really long time, um, and I realized that I wasn't as strict in my keto as I would have liked to have been, and I knew that that was the reason why I was stalling. So the first thing that I was consciously aware of was that I was eating a lot of low carb snacks, a lot of things that were ready made, like the Atkins bars or candies or the shakes, even that and like Quest bars. I would buy things off Amazon that were low carb, but they really weren't keto. So I decided to cut all of those out. And I said to myself that if I wanted sweet treats, I would make them myself. So if you look at my Instagram, you'll see a lot of the desserts that I made. You're going to see a lot of the meals that I ended up making also along the way. But I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But the cutting out the sweets that you can buy in the store was so important. It was one of the most important things for me because, first of all, if you guys know what it's like buying sugar-free candies, it can really screw up your stomach. The Russell Stovers, when I first started keto, were the things that I would treat myself with, but I would stall at 185 and just stall, and sometimes I'd lose, but I would stall and I'd have terrible gas, and just the bubbling. So the Russell Stovers for me is something that I'm not gonna eat. Even Halloween came and went, and I wasn't tempted to buy them to celebrate. I did see people on Instagram enjoying them, which I think is nice. I think that you really should still enjoy holidays. I mean, you really should still enjoy holidays. I think it's stupid not to. Um, but yeah, those are the one of the things that I wouldn't touch again. If you are eating those, probably cut them out for a while and see how you feel. But here's the problem with that, when people decide that they want to cut things out of their diet that they know are not really keto, they'll do it one at a time, and then they won't notice a change because you're cutting out sugar-free chocolates, but you're still eating like diet soda and stuff, or you're still eating like the ready-made store available low carb wraps, or the lavash, or the like the great low carb company, like the breads and stuff, and you're still stalled, and the scale might move slightly, but it's not really. That was what I didn't want to happen to me. So I cut out all that stuff. I don't have Atkins shakes anymore. Getting rid of the dairy wasn't as difficult because I was able to supplement my fats in other ways, but I have been following the idea that keto is more low carb than high fat, if you understand what I'm saying. The idea is just to get your carbs as low as possible and not to get your carbs as low as possible, and you gotta hit your fat macros. Primal Edge Health is a great resource for that. Just keeping your carbs as low as possible. You don't need to hit your fat macros if you're looking to lose fat. That way of thinking has really helped me shed the rest of the weight up to where I am right now. So I went that route. I went from 175 to 164 in about 2 months, maybe a month and a half. And right now I'm just sort of letting my body settle a little bit. I did drop a lot of weight really quickly. I'm noticing that my face is sort of just, so I've been massage my face to get my, but I'm old, so I'm not really all that old, but so that really worked. Pretty much the main reason why I'm bringing all of this up is because Instagram has sort of hit sort of like it's kind of boring now. Everybody who's doing what they're supposed to be doing is doing what they're supposed to be doing. And those that aren't hitting it at the gym or, tweaking their diet accordingly, like I've tweaked my diet accordingly, according to how much weight you're losing and if you're stalling and if you're not happy with your progress. Those that aren't doing that are flip-flopping, or they're moaning that keto's not working. Why isn't keto working? I'm doing everything right and keto's not working. But you fell into the same kinds of traps that I fell into. It did take me a while to understand that I had to make more sacrifices in order to lose more weight, and I still have to make a lot more sacrifices in order to get to where I need to be for optimum health. But it's like these comments, especially on Facebook, the Instagram people I follow and stuff like that, they seem to get it. It's almost like it's two different planets of people. My Facebook people that I'm following, and I just followed them sort of randomly. I'm more picky about who I follow on Instagram, but it's like these people think magic exists. They'll be like, I'm on keto for 2 weeks. I haven't lost any weight. I'm on keto for 2 weeks. I haven't lost any weight. How long did it take you to get to 300 pounds? How long did it take you to get to 500 pounds? How long did it take you to gain that extra 60 pounds that you gained? Do you really think magic exists? I don't understand it. It's really frustrating, and I've had success by tweaking and by cutting out certain things. But I'm not a nutritionist, and I'm not I'm not a medical professional. I can't give advice, but there are people that I just want to say, hey, look, if you consistently post things where all you're doing is complaining, you gotta look at what you're eating. Keep a food diary. The first thing that you have to do is keep a food diary. MyFitnessPal is great. All those other things are great. You have to look at what you're eating and figure out calories in, calories out, which does count. It does count. It does count. How can it not? This is the basics of human biology. Calories in, calories out. Just because you're eating a different kind of calorie, yes, it might metabolize differently, but it's a calorie. The body uses calories as energy. I don't know what to tell you, but you have to take personal responsibility. You can't get mad at the people that do the science, or are bloggers, or are content creators, or the doctors behind it, and say that this is bullshit because one person's still fat, or this is bullshit because you didn't lose 12 pounds in a day. It's up to you. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's body can handle things that other people can't. Blah, 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 blah. This is common sense. This is another thing that I can't understand. Why do people lack common sense nowadays? But this is the same for humanity and society. Let me just get to the point. I don't remember who I was watching. It might have been Highfalutin Low Carb, who, he's so cute. I can't. He's so cute. He's so cute. But anyway, and he was saying about when he started keto, how everything was basic. There weren't a lot of recipes out there. And nowadays, people are coming up with all sorts of things. We will never progress if we stay stunted in stupidity. You gotta understand, there are things that should be second nature to you at this point. Like what you can eat, what you can't eat, what you have to stay away from, what you can indulge in. You have to know these things. Do experiments. Do experiments on yourself. Become a researcher, because that's what I did for myself. And it worked for me. But I'm looking to go above and beyond now. I'm looking towards the future. So there's going to be a lot more tweaking that I'm going to have to do. But I know it. I'm not gonna whine and cry about it though. Oh well. So this is just sort of to reiterate all of the things that I did. I ended up losing and keeping off 20 pounds because of it. Hopefully I can perfect these things and help you in the future for your changes as well. Okay? Have a good day.